Well, good morning from St. Lucia.
We woke up in paradise and are ready to explore this magical little island.
We passed out yesterday as per usual when we get up at the crack of dawn, 2:30, 3:30 in the morning to catch an early flight. By the time we get to our accommodation, we are spent, and yesterday was no different. We were all unpacked. We were able to have coffee. I need coffee this morning. We were able to pick up dinner at Massy's, do some grocery shopping on the way to our accommodation. The driving is intense. I will say I'm okay. It does take a little getting used to. Very hilly, very windy roads. So if it's not something you're comfortable with, then don't drive. For us, it's been fine so far. It is kind of cool. Our resort, we have to take a little boat across Marigot Bay to get there. So we had to haul all our stuff on the little boat and get across the thing to check in. But yeah, so far so good. It's been very rainy. Yesterday was okay, but last night there were thunderstorms. This morning there's been thunderstorms. So we haven't seen the sunshine quite yet. Saw some yesterday on the drive here, but really didn't see any more after that because it's been raining. So today the plan was to go to Pigeon Island, but I don't know if we'll end up doing that if it's going to rain all day. So it might just be a low-key day hanging around here. But we do have to go out and get coffee because I neglected to purchase coffee. That's how tired I was. You need coffee in order to remember to buy coffee. So now I'm just going to make breakfast, and then we'll probably head out at least to the market to get some coffee and stuff before we figure out what we're going to do with the rest of the day.
Our one-bedroom villa here at Oasis Marigot has a nice, full living room, kitchen combination, but there is no AC, so bear in mind, it will be humid on this floor. The villa consists of 3 floors, where the bathroom is on the landing near the main entrance, and the main bedroom is downstairs. But the best part is the terrace with the view. Just look at this. This was a perfect spot for us to have our breakfast and just watch the ships come and go.
Well, good afternoon now. I showed you a little bit around this morning inside. It was pouring out here, downpouring, so I couldn't come out this morning and show you the view because it really wasn't much of one. It was completely covered by rain, but this is the view from our patio off of our villa. Check this out. So this little location, Oasis at Marigot, is made up of all of these cute little villas. Let me show you. So you can kind of see they're all small little villas. There's the one next door, a couple down there, and then we overlook gorgeous Marigot Bay. So last night was kind of fun because all of the boats were coming back from their sunset cruises as we were kind of out here just enjoying a little nibble once we kind of got settled. Now if you see over there those smaller boats, that is where the little ferry goes back and forth between our little island over here, or our little side of the bay, over to where our car is parked, which if you see beyond where those boats are is kind of where the car park is. beyond that white building. So that's where you park for this. Those brown buildings over there, that is Zoetry at Marigot. So that is one of the Zoetry properties, all inclusive here on the island. So it also gets to enjoy this beautiful little quiet bay. But now that the weather seems to be calming down a little bit, and I think the storms have moved on, we're going to get out and explore a little bit. We're going to head up to Pigeon Island and go see everything on that end. Tomorrow we are exploring the Sandals brand property as part of my services as a travel advisor. I thought it would be good and wise to spend some time doing some site visits and tours while I was here, so I can give you a full report of what all these different properties are like. So far, it has been pretty great here. I will say the roads are rough. It is not for the faint of heart when it comes to driving, and we will definitely show you some of that as we go around today and throughout the week. I will say that getting here, it wasn't awful, but there was a lot of steep, windy roads. You're navigating for the first time, so you're kind of unsure where to turn. But I will say GPS was actually pretty accurate. And the parking lot is very obvious when you come around the bend. It's right there. You can't miss it. So don't second guess it like I did. I ended up going, I'll show you where I went. Instead of going down there, I ended up going up where that like white house is, and the red house over there. Yeah, that I drew right past the parking lot, went up there instead. So that was very windy. But part of the adventure, right? So now that we're a little bit acclimated with the island, we're gonna go, like I said, explore Pigeon Island today, and then really just kind of head back here, maybe swim at the beach if the weather still is cooperating. The beach is right down, if you see where that grove of palm trees is, that is where our beach is. So it's small, but it's quiet, which I kind of enjoy. You get a little private island all to yourself. One of the other things is with this property, so Marigot here, Oasis at Marigot, you see we are very high up. You see lots of steps everywhere. See them all? See all the steps? Yeah. And to get all the way down is quite an adventure. It is very humid here. It is very steep. If you look over there where the green building is, straight off in the distance, that is a little funicular to take you up and down if you don't want to traverse the steps. Even that being said, though, this is not a property if you are not physically fit or physically able to do some climbing. You have to get on and off the boat. You have to climb a few stairs to get to the funicular. You have to walk from the funicular over here. There's stairs going up to your unit. There's stairs inside your unit. So there's lots of stairs involved. If you're not good with stairs, this is not the property for you. But I'm hoping to find a property for you on my visits this week. We will be seeing 6 properties, this one included, so 5 others. Some of them I'm just doing a site visit tour, and others I am actually staying at. So it will be a well-rounded trip. I can't wait to get out and explore this island today. I'm glad the weather has calmed down, and I can't wait to just enjoy the first day of vacation, because there's nothing better.
As I mentioned, there are steps absolutely everywhere. Right next to our unit was the reception. And our unit also housed housekeeping right below us. And steps were just in our destiny, as the funicular just did not come when we called it. So down we go. Well, we found the funicular. Not sure why, but it just wasn't working this morning. So here it is. Hopefully it'll work on our way back. Otherwise, we get to climb up all those stairs. One more thing before we're able to go get our car. We now need to wait at the dock for the taxi to come. It pretty much comes back and forth all day long, but if for some reason it doesn't come for a little bit, you can go to Doolittle's right here and tell them to call the water taxi. Here it comes. On the other side of the bay is a great restaurant area connected to Zoetry and, of course, coffee. So we stopped there first. A short walk from the restaurant area is the general parking lot. This is where we park for our car every night.
We're here at Massy supermarket. We went to one yesterday. It was kind of small, so we're hitting this one. It's actually a lot closer to our accommodation, and we're going to pick up the rest of what we need. So let's go check out.
So when on vacation, it's always important to first stop and check the selection of alcohol. Massy's had a pretty good variety of alcohol. The prices were okay. We, of course, stuck with the rum.
We're in the coffee section here. It's not very big. Like literally this is the whole section. And I'm searching for prices and check out this. So you get a little sticker shock. It is an Eastern Caribbean dollar. But even then, so you figure it's about half of that cost. That means that's $25 for that coffee. We're going to check on the little gold one down here at the bottom to see what the prices are on that. But yeah, there's not a lot of selection for coffee, which I'm kind of disappointed considering, you know, it's brewed.
Massy's also had a fairly good selection of meat, fish, as well as fresh cheeses and produce. So it was well stocked for us for the week.
All right, so when you get here, after you walk through Doolittle's and up the little path, so Doolittle's is down there, then you kind of come up through this path over here. And then to get to our unit, we're up the hill. So if you're in one of these units that are lower, you can just walk there. But if you're all the way up, you're not gonna walk all of those steps, especially if you have stuff with you. So you call the little cart and it comes to you. But it goes very, 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 very slow. So, but at least you don't have to haul your crap all the way up there. It comes to you and then you just sit down and ride it all the way to the top. All right, so we got our stuff, we're getting on. Now I'm gonna hit this top button up here, but I'm not gonna do it till I'm in the car. Okay, now I'm in the car. Gonna hit the top button. And here he goes. And away we go. All right, so we went to the grocery store. Obviously things take longer because we have to take the ferry, drive to the store, drive back, get the ferry, climb back up here. So now we are going to go up to Pigeon Island. It's a bit of a drive, so I don't know that we're going to spend a whole lot of time there, but we do have our sandals visit tomorrow. And the sandals that we're visiting tomorrow is at like right at Pigeon Island. So I want to make sure I know where I'm going. So in the morning that we can make sure we're not wasting time, getting lost, all that good stuff. So we're going to hit our little thing now. See, it's right here. So I hit the buttons again and then we get to go all the way back down. So we just noticed this on our way. We just got off of our little funicular. This right here, right off the funicular, is a mango tree. And if you look up, look how many mangoes there are. They're not ripe yet, obviously, but there's, you know, some within picking distance that are here. And then obviously these little guys right over here. But yeah, so there's a mango tree literally right here on our property that whenever they get ripe, I don't know if it'll happen while we're here, but my husband will be very happy. Mangoes are like his obsession.
Doolittle's is a popular little spot, usually in the evening or first thing in the morning for breakfast, but super convenient if you're staying at Oasis and Marigot and don't really feel like catching the water taxi. And here's our little beach. We'll get to enjoy that later in the trip. But for now, we're just going to enjoy our little ride on the water taxi so we can go explore Pigeon Island. The ride up to Pigeon Island is not a short one. It takes a little over an hour. And as you got closer to Castries, the roads are super windy, really tight pintail turns, very narrow. So you have to go slow, take your time, don't rush it. It's easy to navigate, just a little heart pounding as you hit some of those really tight turns. Then once you hit Castries, everything flattens out. It's pretty level and straightforward from here. No more windy hills, steep turns, or pintail curves. Just straight driving. We passed through Rodney Bay and arrived near Pigeon Island, found the sandals, but then pretty much just turned around and came back as we were losing daylight. What a beautiful and peaceful way to end our first full day in paradise. Just look at this view as we enjoyed our water taxi back to our little villa.
So we are done with our first full official day. Well, it started with a lot of rain, as you know, and so we didn't really get out of our accommodation till like 1, and then we needed to go stop at the market again because I, of all things, forgot to buy coffee. Cardinals then don't know how I forgot that. What kind of coffee drinker am I? So we had to go get coffee. There was an emergency. Since we found a market a little bit closer to us, now this one was bigger than the one that I originally shopped at, so it had a few more items, but still not a great selection. So any case, we picked up what we needed, came back, dropped our stuff off, and then went back out. Now we drove up to Pigeon Island, and this took us through Castries, mainly because Pigeon Island is really right next to the Sandals Resort that we are touring tomorrow. So I wanted to know where to go, where the entrance was, all of that. I didn't want to be messing around with getting lost and directions and things in the morning. So the drive was fine. There's a few, getting into Castries, there is a really windy road that goes past like the government houses, and it's very pretty. There's a great overlook, but you really got to watch the turns there. It's very steep, very windy. And then you get into Castries and it's very straightforward, very flat, straight roads, wide, sometimes 2 lanes, like you could drive a little faster. So when you got through the windy part heading into Castries, once you got there, it was fine. And then even going past them towards Pigeon Island, it was pretty straightforward, pretty easy. So we're gonna head up there tomorrow to Sandals Grand and do the whole tour, and then we have the day pass. So we're gonna really just fully enjoy and experience the resort, so I can give a full report to you on if this resort is worth staying at. And then, you know, in the evening, we're just gonna come back, relax, and have dinner here at our place before we jump into the rest of the week. But I'm really looking forward to some sun, some sand, and some, of course, adult beverages as we experience the resort tomorrow. So I'm checking out for the night. It's been a long day. We're hoping for sunshine tomorrow because I need to get a tan. I am not tan at all. So but I will see you all tomorrow as we experience St. Lucia Grand. Where are we going next? Let's go.